Hello students, welcome back to the topic sexual reproduction in flowering plants. Students, today in this video we are going to discuss about types of endosperms. Endosperm, what it is? It is a nutritive tissue which is formed simultaneously with the formation of a embryo. Endosperm will be triploid as it is developing from the primary endosperm nucleus, which is triploid. Okay, and this endosperm will be filled with a reserve food which is used by the developing embryo. So endosperm is going to nourish the developing embryo, so it is called nutritive tissue. So let us try to understand mode of development of endosperm. The primary endosperm nucleus, which is there after the double fertilization and triple fusion, is going to divide by means of repeated mitosis to form endosperm. Based upon the type of the division involved, endosperms are classified into three types. What are they? The first type of endosperm is called nuclear endosperm. The second one is called cellular endosperm, whereas the third one is called Hilobial endosperm. About these three types of endosperm in NCERT, there is no explanation. So this becomes a bit extra part, but this much is required to understand the post-fertilization events. That's why I am explaining nuclear endosperm, cellular endosperm and Halobial endosperm. So let us take the first one, and that is called nuclear endosperm. So what happens here? Let us try to understand. See, this is ovule having an embryo sac with a male gamete, second male gamete. So we have understood that second male gamete will fuse with the secondary nucleus and results in the formation of what? PEN. What is the meaning? Primary endosperm nucleus. Correct. Now this primary endosperm nucleus which is there undergo free nuclear division. That means the nucleus of the primary endosperm nucleus will divide. The division of the nucleus is called karyokinesis. Karyo means a nucleus, kinesis means a division. So nucleus will divide, which is not followed by, that is, new nuclei which are produced by the division will not get covered by what? Cell wall. So there is karyokinesis which is not followed by the cytokinesis. So what is cytokinesis, students? There should be the formation of what? Cell wall. Correct. So that will not occur, only the nuclei will be formed. So such a type of an endosperm where a newly formed nucleus will not get surrounded by cell wall are called what type of endosperm? Nuclear endosperm. So let's see here, the first division has taken place. How many nuclei are formed? 2 nuclei. So is there formation of the cell wall? No. So how many nuclei are formed now by second mitosis? 1, 2, 3, 4 nuclei. Like that, again cell division continues. See there, number of nuclei is increasing. Correct. But all these nuclei will not get surrounded by what? Cell wall. So they'll be freely floating in the embryo sac. Clear? So that is called as a nuclear type of an endosperm. See here, cell wall formation occurs around the nuclei only in the centripetal manner. See here, if there is a formation of the cell wall, then it is called as a cellular endosperm. If there is no formation of cell wall, then it is called a nuclear endosperm. So this is said to be a most common type of an endosperm which can be seen in the coconut water which we drink as a tender coconut. That liquid is endosperm. Okay, Later, okay, it will get surrounded by the cell wall. So initially there will be no formation of the cell wall. Now coming to cellular endosperm and Hilobial endosperm. Coming to the cellular, in that, so the primary endosperm nucleus which is there, the nucleus of that will divide. But did you observe, each division of the nuclei got surrounded by the cell wall. Soon after the formation of the new nuclei, each nuclei will get surrounded by what? Cell wall. So such a type of endosperm where nuclear division is followed by cytokinesis is called cellular endosperm. Endosperm development occurs in cellular form right from the beginning, okay, and it's a less common type of endosperm and mostly seen in which plants? Dicot plants. Okay, the coconut meat, what we say, that is due to the cellular endosperm. Now coming to Halobial endosperm. Halobial endosperm is said to be a connecting link. So what happens here? Primary endosperm nucleus which is there, that will divide, okay, into nuclei. Okay, first division of the primary endosperm nucleus is followed by the wall formation. See there, okay, there is a formation of the cell wall around two nuclei which are formed. But further, the larger end is said to be micropylar end and the smaller is said to be the chalazal chamber. Okay, after that, in both the chamber, further development will be nuclear. See, only first cell division, that is karyokinesis, first karyokinesis is followed by cytokinesis. Further development is nuclear type. So try to observe, there is a formation of only nuclei, not getting surrounded by water cell wall. But this is one cell, that is micropylar end of the cell, and this is another cell, that is a chalazal end of the cell. But further nuclei which are there, they are not getting surrounded by the cell wall. So that is called Hilobial type of the endosperm. So cell wall formation occurs around the nuclei again, once again, like a nuclear endosperm, that is a centripetal from the margin towards the center. So if we have observed coconut students, initially there will be no coconut, only there will be water. So later what happens, there will be the formation of the cell wall around each nuclei. So meat we will get. So similar to that, here also in a centripetal, that is from the margin towards the center, there will be the formation of cell wall, and this formed tissue is called cellular mass. And this is said to be an intermediate type, that is between the nuclear and cellular endosperm. That's why I said it acts as connecting link between cellular and nuclear endosperm. The common type of endosperm in monocot is a Halobial type of the endosperm. In the plants belonging to the family Orchidaceae, Podostemaceae and Trapezaceae do not form endosperm in the angiosperm. So this can be asked in the competitive exam. Give an example of the plants where there is no endosperm. What all you have to remember? Plants belonging to family Orchidaceae, Podostemaceae and Trapezaceae do not form endosperm in the angiosperm. Okay, now let us try to understand once again development of endosperm. First one is called a nuclear endosperm, the second one is called cellular endosperm, whereas the third one is called Hilobial endosperm. Hope you remember, students, what happens in the nuclear endosperm. Only the karyokinesis takes place, not immediately followed by cytokinesis. Once all the nuclei are formed, there will be centripetal mode of cell wall formation. It's said to be a most common type, whereas cellular endosperm, each karyokinesis is followed by cytokinesis, which is seen mostly in dicot plants. Hilobial type, connecting link between these two, that is nuclear and cellular. What happens? The first division of the nucleus, where two nuclei are formed, they will get surrounded by the cell wall. One is micropylar end of the cell and the second one is chalazal end of the cell, correct? And later further division, initially, that is soon after the nuclei formation, there will be no cytokinesis, but similar to that nuclear endosperm, once the nuclei are formed in hilobial in centripetal manner, once again there will be formation of cell wall. Okay, so based upon different plants which we have studied for the formation of endosperm, endosperms are classified into different types. In that, the first one is called anagrad type of endosperm. This is extra, actually we will discuss in the NEET classes. Can be also called crucifer type of endosperm. What happens here? Embryo zygote takes a period of rest and then grows and gives rise to embryo. So zygote is going to have a rest period. Okay, so in this video we discussed about types of endosperm and how they are formed, whereas in the next video we will discuss about development of seeds, both monocot and dicot seeds. Hope you understood the contents of this video, students. Thank you.